again, this is central for me in all my learning and all my teaching, which is, the head is so special. The head is very special. It can go to places that the heart isn't at right now, and it can live in this other world. But it's where your heart is at that lets you know where you're at right now, right? Where's your emotional space? That's telling you what you believe right now. There's what you want to believe, ideally, and then there's who you are today and what you want to believe in this moment, right? And that what you believe is translated into the energy we call emotions, which, interestingly enough, if we're speaking about it, there's in the I wrote a book on this many years ago, on Sukkot, called Sukkot Inspired, and one of the ideas over there is that we take these four different types of fruit, vegetation, right, and we hold them close to our heart, and then you bring them out, and then you bring them back to the heart, and then you bring them out, and then back to the heart, and then out and back to the heart. And the Maggid of Mezrich, one of the big Hasidic masters, a student of the Baal Shem Tov, he writes over there that that's exactly this idea that you have to start with where you're at. You hold everything that's important to you in your life. You hold it by your heart. You start with where you're at, and then you want to attach it to your ideal. You bring it out into the world and say, "What is my ideal?" And then I say, "Now, how do I bring that back into my heart?" Right? And what's my ideal? And I bring that back into my heart. And we try to bridge the gap, right? It's meant to be a meditation where you're bridging the gap between that which you think is possible and that which you believe right now, and try to bring those beliefs down deeper into your heart. So I couldn't agree with you more. That's really the core of everything. So if you're starting to work with anybody over there, that makes sense, right? Because where you're at emotionally is an indication of what you're actually believing now. It's nice that theoretically you want to believe something else, but your heart tells me that that's not actually what you believe in this moment.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that is such a beautiful Torah. I never heard that before, and that is epic. Epic, very nice.
It is.
Wow. Yeah, it's
amazing.
that's the Sefer. What's it called?
This is the Sefer. It's called Dibros HaMagid, the Maggid of Mezrich.
Wow.
Special.
Yeah. It's I love to see how so much of this knowledge. And by the way, I'm quite confident. When was it the Baal Shem Tov says V'yafutzu Mayonavecha? What was it with that? When my well springs will be spread forth.
Yeah. Right. He had this prophetic experience where he was told that when his teachings will spread over the world, right, it'll be a time of redemption for the world, a time of healing for the world, a time of Messiah, right?
I mean, this is it. This is what's happening right now. It's amazing because it's not just a Jewish philosophy. This is shared by people all over, that are feeling the same thing. And the knowledge that we're discussing right now, this is the knowledge that is being spread forth out and forward. This knowledge of this, how we're all connected, and how that we're gifted constantly all the time, and that this journey of experiencing our life as a gift, number one, brings on more gifts, and these tools to really manifest, create, attract, whatever you want to call the life that you desire, which will be for your highest good, and that's equal to the highest good, I believe, also of the planet and the people around you, because these are all things that are in line. This is all part of it. It's and it's unbelievable. And then to we're now sharing this over Zoom, Okay, we can be across the world from each other, and in a second we can share, and connect this.
It's amazing. We live in such an awesome time.
I mean, it's unbelievable. Like, it's mind blowing, and this is what I'm seeing happening all over. People continue to dig deeper and continue to connect and continue, on this pathway. And the more that we can see, and this is why I love what it is that you're doing, because of how you're bringing in so much knowledge, and we're really seeing, wow, there's consistencies that we're finding within all of these different branches, all of these ideas, and then also showing how they're manifested through the Torah. I mean, it's beautiful. It's beautiful to see, and it's beautiful to be a part of it, and it's beautiful to experience. I'm going to speak for myself. My individual mission within this collective mission that we're all on. And you said something before that we didn't, that I want to touch on again, which was this connection to the infinite, right? I know you were asking about how, you know, about our connection to the infinite, and part of my practice has been, especially recently, is that constant reminder of that I am a creation of the infinite, and that this infinite power, this is being channeled through me, and just like every other person out there, so that I want to live my day experiencing and seeing miracles, right? And the very idea, knowing that this is all potential, and this will happen, and this does happen on the daily, because we are in this infinite, connected to this infinite energy, connected to God, the universe, and that we're these manifestations of Him in reality. That I think it's incredibly empowering, and it provides these situations where we do experience miracles, where we do experience synchronicities, and it's like, thank God, I love it. Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing.